Right now at Honda, find your kind of value with a low finance rate offer on selected Civic hatch and sedan models. There's never been a better time to get into a Civic, so talk to your local dealer and let's help you into a Honda today. T's and C's apply. Ends August 31st. See website for details.
You're listening to the Betoota Advocate's weekly news wrap on Desert Rock FM 96.5.
G'day, I'm Bruce Hitchcock, and this is the weekly Betoota News Bullet. Here are this week's top stories from the Betoota Advocate, Australia's oldest and most respected newspaper. In national news, Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull could be in a little bit of strife. On the eve of his 30th consecutive news poll loss, former Prime Minister Tony Abbott appears to be making moves to take back the throne. This week, he stood before a media scrum, salivating at the thought of him criticising his party leader on camera. Abbott said,
I just want to say, boats, stop the boats, boats, Anzac, respect the diggers, defund ABC, white South Africans, footy, mateship blokes, Apex gang, Daesh.
Seemingly ignoring the marker that he set to overthrow a sitting Prime Minister, Malcolm Turnbull pressed on with business. A Betoota Advocate exclusive report revealed this week that Turnbull signed off on Indian coal magnate Gautam Adani's request to use up to 6 Chinook helicopters to briefly airlift Uluru, just in case there's any coal underneath. Following the approval by the PM, Northern Territory locals awoke to see the natural wonder of the world already hovering up to 50 metres above the ground. While the landmark was in the air, coal exploration agencies quickly dug through the soft red soil in search of any minerals that could be exported to India for 10% of the price that any Australian company could sell them for. Nick Squilari, a young reader from the French Quarter, left a comment on the story tipping us off that they actually used the choppers on loan from Bronwyn Bishop. Elsewhere around the country, and a rural teenager has been enjoying that brief phase of adolescence that isn't devastated by ice. Down at the river with his dad this week, 14-year-old country town-based Leon started thinking about life after school. Little does Leon know that in 18 months he's going to be pressured by the cool group from the year above to drop a couple of tablets of E at a post-rugby league grand final house party. And 3 years after that, he'll be sent to Arthur Gorrie Correctional Centre for a break and enter on his own parents' house. To another rural issue now, and a non-metropolitan nightclub has admitted that they love a bit of violence in their venue and have put Bundy and Coke on tap this week. The operators of North Betoota's Mink Hotel, aka the Mink, aka the Stink, this week confirmed rumours they don't care about violence that frequents their venue on weekends. Patron Keno, a 38-year-old roofer, says it looks like they actually want the trouble. He said to us,
We thought it was more of an issue related to the fact that after you have a few fights break out in your pub, then you've got to deal with the fact that fights appeal to certain people. But when they install this rum on tap, now it actually looks like they want to host a few booze.
In other news around town, a tradie was laughed off his work site this week after buying an automatic ute. His friends down the pub have also hung shit on him for getting an automatic because he can't drive a manual. Braden McKay, one of our readers from down in Brizzy, commented on the story saying,
Nothing wrong with an auto necessarily, but if you can't drive a manual, hand your man card in. And no, I don't care that it's the 21st century and all this toxic masculinity business. Go choke on your activated almond milk decaf latte.
It was Easter a few days ago, and we broke a story about an entire family being forced to eat filet-o fishes on a Good Friday road trip because of mum's Catholic guilt. After several hours on the road driving to visit their cousins, the McLennan family were told they weren't allowed to eat any red meat during their lunch stop. Youngest son Jack yelled,
Good Friday's fucking lame.
Before receiving a clip over the ear from his dad and told to order a red meat free meal. However, in an ironic twist, every meal was ordered with thick shakes, which, according to commonly held myths, are made from pig fat anyway. In sports news now, an international all-rounder Jared Hayne has been spotted meeting with his manager this week, shortly after Western Sydney locals reported seeing him rolling the arm over with a few local kids at the Auburn Park Nets. While Hayne focuses on becoming a player for Australia, many are questioning his capabilities and if he's quit the ciggies and partying with dodgy Gold Coast people. Jackson Kirby from the developer's daydream city of Sydney texted the editor this week, approving of the code switch, saying that he can see him as a right-arm stump-to-stump bowler with the ability to wield the blade at will. A Jacques Callis mould, if you will. Anyway, it'll remain to be seen whether Hayne gets the call up amidst the current cricket crisis, but at this stage, anything can happen. So, there's your news wrap for this week. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast in order to hear your weekly fix of real, unfiltered, and unwavering regional news. Until next time, I'm Bruce Hitchcock.
Right now at Honda, find your kind of value with a low finance rate offer on selected Civic hatch and sedan models. There's never been a better time to get into a Civic, so talk to your local dealer and let's help you into a Honda today. T's and C's apply. Ends August 31st. See website for details.